Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. I will say this is a lovely day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. Just coming with a little something. I want to say to you all that the whole world is totally deceived. I was just driving down the highway and thinking about how the Spirit of the Most High had spoke to me in time past, right during the time this so-called virus took its position. That was last year. And I was talking to the Most High because I was curious to what it was that was leading these, not these, but the power that rests therein in what was going on with this virus and this 5G. And I just went before the Father. And when I went before the Father, I said to him, I make sure I made it known to him that I could discern something that just wasn't right, and that the type of power that I was discerning was actually a power that's was existed, and it had its own entity. So when I went before the Father, I just told him what I was feeling, even though he knew what I was feeling and what I was thinking. And one thing he made me fully understand is when he said to me, Deborah, that which thou can discern and thou see it is the beast. And then he went on to telling me that the beast is loose. Then he began to tell me about the beast got a right hand, and his right hand is power. And he began to tell me the power that the beast has is what was given to him by Yah. And Yah began to tell me about the right hand having the heavy connection. His power has a heavy connection to on the four corners through the media. That's his right hand power. It helps him to extradite everything on the four corners to go according to his will. That's why in each country they're experiencing what America is experiencing. That's the right hand of the beast and its power that Yah had given him. Now, as I'm driving down the highway, I'm thinking about his right hand and his power. And I'm beholding it, and I know within me, deep in me, in my spirit man, that man cannot change these things. We can't. Only thing that we can desire is to understand him in the light. We have to desire to come out of the darkness. Now, 99.9% of us don't have the strength, the heart, and the mindset to come out of the darkness. And y'all know that you don't. That's why he just said, if you just have a little bit trust in me, the size of a mustard seed, I bring you into a light that you've never seen before. And it will make all darkness clear unto thee. So Sister Deborah is also saying to you all, there are more things going on than your fleshly eyes can behold. There is many things going on that's coming after your body, your mind. Okay? It can't come after your spirit unless your spirit is resting in all darkness. And it's already willed to the darkness. So when I'm speaking to you all and you all are not desiring, nor are you going to the light, even if it's gone to the wind, guess what? Do you think for 1 minute the Most High is concerned about everybody hearing what Sister Deborah said? No. Even to today, people are not even hearing what Yeshua HaMashiach came to say and did say. They could care less. I heard a young man talk about how he skipped from Muslim to Hebrew Israelite and to Hebrew Israelite camps. He went so deep, and he had a position in that Hebrew Israelite movement. And you know what he said he turned back to? Christian. He said because the things that Yah used his power in, it was in the midst of those that call themselves Christians. Now I want to say this to you. You can go on and live in the dark 24/24. You can go on and follow the Hebrew Israelite movement. It is full of evil, wickedness at the highest capacity. They are teaching a double standards. None of them are on one accord. None of them have nothing in common. Not even the name of Yah, they don't even have in common. They're loaded with hate. That's what's teaching the people, our brothers, to commit the crimes that they're committing and to do the things that they're doing. It's because they're hearing messages on the devil's platform that's telling them how to treat a woman. A man should never, ever teach you how to treat a woman. Him learning how to treat a woman, he had to have gotten it from somebody in his house who showed him how to treat a woman. So therefore, you can't get another man. And as I was driving down the highway, I was just dealing with my inner man and realized that's why so many of our men today is going on the other side. Let me explain to you what I'm saying. I have a store. I have Negro men coming into my store. They want to fix up their apartment or their houses, and they want to come and buy pictures and all kind of decorate items to go in their new apartment or their homes, their condos, their townhouses. And I have a hell of a time with them. You know why? Because they so picky-icky. They are worse than women. What I see in the world today is the tribe of Judah is converting himself to conduct himself not like a masculine man that has a leadership, but like a man that's trying to take over power so he can be like unto a woman. When you see these men coming into my store wanting me to take out all this time dealing with them, it is a sight to believe. The tribe of Judah men have never thought to teach on the homosexual amongst their men. They won't teach you that. They won't teach on these men not taking care of their children, not raising their children, not taking care of home. They're not going to teach on that. You know why? Because they won't be able to uphold the cult called Hebrew Israelite movement. So they make sure they stick. One thing they all stick to under that umbrella is hating the white man. The white man then done something to them. Make sure you teach the women to shut up. Don't give them no leeway. Rule your household. How can a man rule a household when he don't work? 99.9 of these men on this devil platform, would y'all believe, don't work? They sitting back letting the women take care of the house while they sitting back waiting for the food stamps, the taxes, the stimulus. You can see the reaction in the media, how they cutting up from the floor. They're not men that's really laboring in the eyes of Yah, spiritual and natural. They are men who want this power of the beast. That's all it is. It's the power of the beast. They want to share in that power, and they want to bring it into their household because they love the feeling of it. They love it. And they don't understand all it is vain and vast and vanity. It's darkness. Sister Deborah is never going to get off of this topic until the Most High Yah lead her off of this topic. Our men are following the beast 100 times 100. And the silly women are following the men that's following the beast. And they don't have no issue with that. And I don't either. And the Most High Yah don't either. But rest assured me, it's about to storm. And everybody whose heart is not fixed in that light, you're going to get caught in the flood. Every last one of you women with children. Not because you are up under a man, but because you're not up under the Most High Yah and His light. This young man, he has to be like 30-something, probably 37, 38. He came out of the Muslim, he came out of Hebrew Israelite, and his testimony is beautiful. That's why his testimony is similar to what I be saying to you all. I do not mess with the Christians. What would it look like, Sister Deborah, talking about the Christians or bashing them when I seen Yah's power resting therein? When I seen my gifts manifested among them? What would I look like when I got the quickening of the Spirit in the midst of those who said Jesus Christ? What would I look like battling with the word Jesus Christ because of some darn man who came up with a new religion called Hebrew Israelite? And y'all want to get your stupid butts under their umbrella. And not only they can get along, they can't unite, they can't come together, they can't love each other, they can't do nothing but hate on each other. Debate the word, which is the book. They ain't debating the word that come out of Yah's mouth, because Yah said, Deborah, they can. Because the words that come out of his mouth will shut them down, and they won't ever be able to speak. So they don't come precept upon precept, line upon line, and a little here and a little there, out of what comes out of the mouth of Yah. They come only in that area of that book. And a lot of the book that they really try to cover under the precepts and a line and a little here is, guess what it is? Out of that book. Some man said. But when Yah said every word that proceeded out of his mouth, if you are led by the light, it will let you know what he is saying versus what man is saying. That's why he told them, don't study to show nobody but thyself. Because I don't want you going telling nobody what you study. Because the Ruach has to do what it's called to do. It has to teach you all things. They don't want that in the Hebrew Israelite movement. I hear the Hebrew Israelite men denying the end part of the book. I'm going to just say it like that. It's only one book, okay? But they're denying what some people call the New Testament. They're kicking Paul all up in his rectum. Where they getting this from is deceiving you. They deceiving you big time. They deceiving you. And guess what? Sister Deborah knew they was deceiving you from the beginning. That's why she will not teach you all or give you all a message that support what they're saying. Only one I listen to is Josh. And from what I can see now, something and whatever it is that has caused them to stumble down, I don't know what it is. But a message to Josh, I will say. You better get away from that dancing, that chatting, and all that mess they doing on this media. Because that is not of Yah. You are not going to be able to get that anointing that you got in the Christian church amongst those people that you are chanting and dancing and singing and playing music, and then they going around saying stuff. That's fleshly. Josh got to come to terms that he too has been deceived. He knows that the power of Yah's anointing has hit the Christian church. Throughout times have he beheld it with his own naked eyes. And now we get into this Hebrew Israelite movement teaching people who's evil and who's wicked, who's